this is Arthur Kermazi, and welcome to the Experts MBA, the show for trainers, consultants, and coaches to basically improve and transform their business. And today is a very, very special show because we have Jen Mazer. Okay, that's two words, Jen and Mazer, and she is the queen of manifestation. Not the princess, but the actual queen of manifestation. Now, what Jen does, in fact, what she has just done here at Avalon, she just had a retreat where she brought 10 of the people from her mastermind to literally transform their businesses. Now, okay, literally what she does is she helps people with multiple steps to go from dream to implemented reality. Okay, so Jen, tell us a little bit about, how you actually got into being the queen of manifestation, and how and give us some ideas of what brought you to this level where you can take people all around the world and have people pay you big money for your mastermind.
Yeah. So actually my friends gave me the nickname Queen of Manifestation many years ago because I always was able to dream up these outrageous adventures and situations and actually live them out. And they started coming to me for advice on how they could do that as well. And I was with a group of women about to do a workshop and a visualization, and my girlfriend introduced me to this group of women as the Queen of Manifestation. And so that's when I actually owned that name and launched my business. And they gave me that name because some of the things that I manifested were living rent-free in New York City, in Manhattan, for 10 years in an apartment with a jacuzzi.
With a jacuzzi? This wasn't like squatting or anything,
yeah,
right?
I renovated it.
Wow.
It was like, yeah. I made over $75,000 when I decided to leave. So that was, one of the big things that they all were admiring about me. And then I became friends with a lot of my favorite musicians or filmmakers or artists and actors, and it was really kind of embodying who I wanted to be, and was able to travel around the world and publish my book, Manifesting Made Easy.
Hey, we got that right here. Yay. This is a super awesome book.
And it's out with Simon & Schuster. And one of the amazing things about this, actually, is that I had the idea to write the book. I said it out loud for the very first time to my coach. I said, I think I have a book within me. And I kid you not, a week later, I get an email from the contact form on my website from a publishing company asking me to write a book, that they loved my voice. Awesome. And they were looking for someone to write something like Manifesting Made Easy. And that's how it happened. And it's my dream publisher, Simon & Schuster. So I didn't have to write a whole book proposal. I got a real paid publishing deal. Awesome. So things can be a lot easier than I think people are making them out to be. And then I was asked to co-create this board game called Sparked with my friend Lisa. And since we launched it on Kickstarter. Mm-hmm. We raised over $60,000 in 1 month to manufacture it. And then I was asked to play and present it at TED, the main TED headquarters in New York City.
Wow.
So it's just the word of mouth. People are loving it. It's a game that empowers people, and it's fun, but meaningful through play. And you know all about that. So
absolutely.
We're connected. So I'm so happy to be here and share with you.
All right. Well, let's say, for example, somebody's, they're kind of doing their training, maybe their coaching business, and they've kind of reached a plateau. They're doing it, but there's a lot of competition out there, and people are needing to really create something that is going to take them to that next level. What would be like 3 things that you could tell people that would really help them to just kind of like go from average to outstanding, to manifest that?
Yes, this is what I love. This is what I'm known for. So I actually recommend you step out of your current situation, because we're thinking so often with what I can do with the current resources that I have, and instead dream way bigger. Just for a moment, step out of where you currently are in your business and think, if I could have or be or do anything in the world, what would it be? And attach yourself to a bigger mission. So I like to actually take your dream up like 10 notches and really give yourself permission to dream bigger, not based on what you think you can do or what you're certified to do, but just what would be exciting for you. And then once you're there and you attach yourself to a bigger mission, then you can meet yourself back where you are, and you can take bigger steps up a lot faster than if you were just going little by little by little. And when you attach yourself to a bigger mission and you dream even bigger, that thing that felt really hard, for example, writing your first book, becomes really easy, because you see, oh my goodness, after that I'm speaking around the world to thousands of people, and it's a bestseller, and all the things, and then I start my foundation, or I have my own retreat center, and so then that thing that felt so difficult becomes so easy to take action on. So that's what I recommend doing first, is just allow yourself to dream bigger and write it down, journal it. It's simple, we've all probably done that before, but it's a good exercise to do on a regular basis, because as you're manifesting in your businesses, things change. You might decide you don't want something anymore that you wanted before. You might have already manifested it, or you've tried it and you want to kind of switch things a little bit. So it's a good practice, and I recommend to do it either on the new moon or on the new year, whatever feels good for you, but to write it out.
On your birthday?
On your birthday?
Yeah. You just had a birthday. You're like, what, 25 now, right?
No. I'm older than that. Yeah, no, so that's step number one. And then prioritize the big dream. So often we have a to-do list with a lot of things on it, and we're very busy just running our businesses and not really working on the business, but working in the business. And I recommend on your to-do list putting only 3 things on it every day, and 3 things that are going to move that big dream forward. So not just the little thing that needs to get done, but what's one small action step you can take on the biggest dream for yourself, whether that's that you want to start speaking or leading your own workshops, or running your own mastermind, but what's one thing you can do to move that thing forward, and break it into small actionable steps. So sometimes, someone wants to do their whole website over. That's one huge thing. So how can you make it smaller so it feels like you can accomplish it in one day? Perhaps it's registering your new domain name, or writing your new about page copy, but something that's going to move that big dream forward, because if you are taking action on it every day, you will see that it begins to manifest, because you're focusing on that, and what you focus on expands. That's basic law of attraction, right? That your thoughts are creating a reality. So focusing on the big dream, getting excited about it, actually believing it and expecting that it's going to happen, versus just trying to do it, but actually expecting that everything's going to work out for you, really makes a difference. And I tell people, when you have the dream for something in the first place, it's not just you imagining what you want for your life, but I really believe it's you intuiting what's already there for you. And I've taken a lot of psychic and intuitive training classes because I wanted to be aware of this. And it's really, when we use our imagination, it feels like we're making things up, but we're actually intuiting. And so by you allowing yourself to vision, what is it that I really want? What's that bigger dream? You're not just making things up, you're tapping into what's there already for you. And you wouldn't have the dream if it weren't possible for you to actually manifest it, if it weren't already there. So our job is simply to receive the vision and then take aligned action on it. And when you view it that way, it's so much easier to take action. It doesn't feel so difficult. Mm-hmm. It's more exciting. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be a best-selling author, and I'm gonna be leading retreats around the world. Wow, versus, oh, that would be really nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are, some concrete things. And then the practice of gratitude. Everybody talks about gratitude.
That one's number 3.
Yeah. We know about gratitude, but actually practicing it on a daily basis is so important, because again, what you focus on expands, and when you're grateful for what you already have, you're attracting more things.
And even what you've achieved that day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like, wow, I did it. I finished it.
Yes.
You get your, emotional need for achievement fulfilled for a positive thing, instead of like, oh, I checked my Facebook.
Yes. And we lose perspective. I mean, even with my clients who are just here, and I've been working with them for the past 5 months, they forgot about all the amazing things they've accomplished in that time. Because when we're in it for ourselves, we're still striving for the next thing, that we tend to forget to take take some time and remember all the awesome stuff that we've already accomplished.
Which reignites passion, which reignites innovation, which reignites action towards your bigger goals with better strategies to achieve them.
Exactly. And some advanced manifesting techniques are you can actually use gratitude to set intention. So you can be grateful in advance for the things that you're working on.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's fun, it's play, and you can tie in those gratitude statements in advance with things that you actually have manifested, so it feels more real.
Yeah. For example, like, I am very grateful for the opportunity to speak to 100,000 people on my 150th birthday.
Yes! I love it. But yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's fun, and that's my whole philosophy. It should be fun, and that's why I love you. It's like we tend to be so serious when we're working on what we're, trying to manifest, and it's more like, let's view it as play, right? We're here in this life to create things on a physical level, so why not create the most amazing thing we can create for ourselves?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this is where, a lot of times, it's like, there's so many trainers and coaches, consultants out there. They really have amazing talent. They really do. And it's just that they're just not noticed.
Yeah.
And it's tragic because a lot of them say, well, I'm not good at marketing, or I'm not good at this, or I'm not good at that. And so they basically remain unknown. And, that is something that is, it's tragic.
Yeah.
It really is tragic because, there's so much potential that so many people out there have that is just not being realized, not being manifested because they're limiting themselves and limiting their actions towards being what they really can be.
Yeah, and here's the thing, we can switch our mindset. So if you've been telling yourself, I'm really bad at marketing or social media, you could start saying, I'm good at it, or I'm open to learning, I'm really excited about becoming better, like every day I'm becoming better and better. That's a great mantra, so it doesn't feel fake, but it feels like, oh, I really am becoming better and better every day.
Or I'm always going to be watching the Experts MBA so that I can be better.
Yes. Totally. And you can also set affirmations for your team. This is really fun. And it's an advanced thing. It's not just writing a job description for who you want to be in your team, but I always work with the most amazing team members who are excited to show up to work every day and are excellent at what they do and over deliver, and we're like family, and you can really
us too.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So you can go in there and you can add affirmations for who you're attracting. Same with your clients, right? Like I have an affirmation that I'm attracting clients who I would love to go on vacation with.
Oh, there you go.
And that's why I've got great people who come on my retreat.
Cool. And then you had amazing people at this retreat.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I was impressed.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so have fun with this. And when you do write your intention, when you write in your journal for what you want to create next in your business or for your team members or clients, do it in the present tense, because all manifesting is in the present tense.
Okay.
So it's
awesome.
I am, this is happening, I'm so excited about this. And It's not I will, because then it just always stays out into the future.
Yeah. Tomorrow is always coming but never arrives.
Yeah.
I hate it when that happens. All right. Well, any last words of wisdom?
I would say it's trust your dreams. The biggest difference between someone who I find who's successful and who isn't is that they expect everything is going to work out for them, and be open to it being even better than what you're thinking it could be right now. And if you have an obstacle that's showing up, every obstacle is really an opportunity. And if you can see the opportunity in the obstacle, if you can be grateful for the obstacle, that's the practice. Then you can see that it's taking you to a new place you wouldn't have gotten to had it not shown up in the first place. So just remember that you're always in the perfect place and you're supported. And so just keep going and expect that everything's going to work out for you, and it will.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this session of the Experts MBA. And this is Arthur Karmazi and
Jen Mazer,
wishing you great success.